Hey, what's going on? Benji Kaiser today, talking about the Vivobook Pro by Asus. And this is something that I've been getting a lot of questions about. I've had a lot of people ask me my opinions on the Vivobook Pro, and so I just want to make a video, kind of spell out my thoughts, the components. Is it good for graphic designers? I mean, that's why we're here on this channel, helping you either get started in the graphic design industry with tech and gear and get you on the right path, or helping you grow in your graphic design career. And so today, we're talking about the Vivobook Pro by Asus. And the first thing I want to talk about is the usability of this computer and some different components and aspects of it from a graphic designer's perspective to see if this would be a good fit for you. The first thing that I want to talk about is the ports on the side of the computer. I think this computer is very well equipped as far as the ports are concerned. You're going to have an HDMI port, you're going to have USB slot, an SD card. That will help you in order to import pictures faster, get things moving, keep your productivity and your efficiency up. The HDMI port will be great for plugging in a second monitor. I know I use a second monitor a lot for graphic design, and I find that really helpful. The USB, obviously used in thumb drives. If you're a graphic design student or you're in your career working with other graphic designers, having a spot to throw USBs in and out really quickly, share files, stuff like that is very helpful. And then as far as speed goes, the USB-C is going to be a really fast transfer. If you have a external hard drive or something like that, that's going to be a really good place for you to use in order to have faster read and write times. All right, build quality. So how is this thing looking for build quality? Well, it's completely milled aluminum. So it has a very good build quality. That's one thing that a lot of the Windows computers I find are lacking, which is why personally I purchased the Dell XPS 15 because it too has an aluminum build quality with a carbon fiber key deck. If you're interested in the video I did about the Dell XPS 15, you can check that out in the YouTube cards above or the description below. One of the reasons I actually like this computer a little bit better than the Dell XPS 15 is that it has an aluminum top as well as the entire outer chassis. So that's going to be good for durability. This computer is going to be very durable in using it. So build quality in this thing is fantastic. So as we're going through this video and you're curious about the exact model that I'm talking about, and if you want to pick up this computer, you can check that out in the description below. There's a link down there. It is an affiliate link, and that gives me a small commission, but no extra cost to you. And that's what keeps this channel running and these helpful videos coming out to help you in the graphic design industry. Another thing I want to mention is the 4K screen. So this screen is going to be very, very color accurate for graphic designers. Now, it's not 100% perfect, but it is Adobe RGB 98%. And the thing with that is, no, it's not CMYK. So whatever you print, you're not going to have the 100% exact colors that you saw on your screen because your screen is Adobe RGB versus a print is CMYK. And so you're going to get the most color accurate with this 4K screen, but like I said, it's not going to be perfect. Now, if you're going to web, that's RGB as well, so it's going to be 100% accurate. But that 4K screen is going to be very high quality, and that's a big benefit to the Vivobook Pro. And at the price, so if you're looking for a bit more of a budget computer, it's not cheap, but it is budget, the Vivobook Pro is a great buy. And that leads me to my next thing, talking about the specs. So is this computer well equipped for graphic designers as far as the specs are concerned? Well, it does come with 16 gigs of RAM. It comes with the 7th generation i7 processor, a GTX 1050 graphics processing unit. It comes with a 256 solid state hard drive as well as a 1 terabyte hard disk drive. So this is one area that I think is really good because you can run all of your programs on the solid state hard drive, and that will speed up your computer. So you can run your applications, your boot ups and all that on the solid state, and it'll make your load times and your programs run far faster. And then you can save all your files on the larger hard disk drive, and that way you can have a ton of file storage space for your computer. So that's a big benefit of having the solid state and the HD drive. Okay, now 16 gigs of RAM, is that enough? Well, I recommend at least 16 gigs of RAM, so you're good there for graphic designers. If you can jump up to 32 gigs of RAM, if you have the budget, or you can buy this computer at 16 gigs of RAM, and then as you get some more income, you can plug in 32 gigs of RAM. Why is that much RAM so important? Well, when it comes to a graphic design computer, the RAM is important because you're running your programs off of the RAM memory. So the more RAM memory you have, the more programs you can have open. For instance, on my Dell XPS 15, I can run Adobe Photoshop, Adobe InDesign, Premiere Pro, and upload a video to YouTube all at the same time with very little performance decrease because I have 32 gigs of RAM. All right, let's talk about the graphics processing unit. It comes with the GTX 1050 graphics processing unit, as we noted. And is this something that is suitable for graphic design? And I would say absolutely. This is even so suitable that you can even get into some motion design, you can get into some video editing, and your computer will run very fast. I have been doing a lot of 4K footage on my Dell XPS 15, which has the same GTX 1050 graphics processing unit, and it handles it very well. It's not as well as like a full desktop setup, but it does very well for a sleek, compact laptop. All right, the processor, the i7 processor, perfect for graphic design. They now have the 8th generation, so you're a generation behind, so to speak, the most current, but the i7 is very fast. For years, we used the i5 processors in our MacBook Pros, for me personally, and it worked well, but this is gonna be the area and the up to par that you want. The i7 is where it's at. This computer is also very nice for getting around if you're a student or if you're somebody working as a freelancer. You kind of got to be around town, working at coffee shops, having meetings, working at home, whatever it may be. If you're a student going from class to class, this computer weighs in at about 5 pounds. It's a little bit heavier than my Dell XPS 15, but it's a very light computer for the build and for the quality that you're getting. It is a touchscreen, and so I don't really use that feature much personally. If I was going to be doing some illustration, I would get a Wacom tablet and plug that in. You can check out Wacom tablets when I'm talking about that in the description below. Grab a link to that. But it's not really the best for like drawing directly on the screen. There's some other models, and I talk about that in other videos. If you're interested in the best touchscreen computers for graphic designers, you can check that out in the YouTube cards above or the description below, and I'd recommend those other models that I talk about in those videos. So I hope this has helped you as far as, is the Vivobook a good computer for you as a graphic designer? Grab that link in the description below if you want to pick up this computer. That is an affiliate link, and it will help out this channel, and a small commission to me, but no extra cost to you. So it keeps these videos coming out, helping you within the graphic design industry. Thanks for tuning in to this video. Subscribe if you haven't, hit the like button, comment below if you have any questions, and I'll see you here on the next episode.